Hola amigos, bienvenidos a nuestro canal Food Fiesta. Hoy les quiero compartir mi receta tradicional de enchiladas verdes. Espero les guste y disfruten de este delicioso platillo. Comenzamos.
Hey Food Fiesta Fam! To start off this recipe, we will need to prepare the chicken for the enchiladas. For this step, you will need 1 medium-sized chicken breast, 1.5 tablespoons of chicken bouillon, and enough water to boil the chicken. Let's start by bringing water to a boil, making sure there is enough water to cover the chicken. A pro tip you can use here is to slice the chicken into strips. By doing so, this helps to reduce the cooking time and will make it easier to shred the chicken. Now let's grab our chicken and bouillon seasoning and throw it into the pot. Let's give it a quick stir and leave the chicken to cook for about 20 to 25 minutes or until cooked thoroughly.
Ain't nobody got time for that!
If you're on a time crunch and don't have time to cook the chicken yourself, you can always go out and buy a rotisserie chicken from the store, which will work just as well. Now that the chicken is done, set it aside and reserve about a cup of the broth to use for the enchilada sauce. Now it's time to sauce it up. For the enchilada sauce, we are going to use a Salsa Verde. To make this yummy sauce, you will need the following ingredients: 1 cup of chicken broth, 1 bundle of cilantro, 11 green tomatillos, 1 tablespoon of chicken bouillon, 1/4 of a small onion, 1 clove of garlic, and 2 serrano peppers. The first step in the salsa making process is to boil the tomatillos and serrano peppers. You'll be able to tell when the tomatillos and peppers are done boiling because they will change from a bright green to a dull green color. As you can see, the tomatillos and peppers are done cooking. This is easy to see by the noticeable change of color. Let's grab our tomatillos and serrano peppers and start by putting them into the blender along with the garlic, onion, and cilantro. Blend until all ingredients are evenly mixed. For reference, your consistency should look something like this. Next, we are going to drizzle some oil in a hot pan and pour in our enchilada sauce. Add in your chicken broth to get a smoother consistency. Finally, add in the chicken bouillon. Bring the sauce to a boil and let it cook for about 5 minutes. In the meantime, you can start to shred your chicken since we will be using this for our next step. Now that the sauce is done, let's move on to our final step. To wrap things up, we need a few final ingredients to finish and garnish our enchiladas. You'll need the shredded chicken, tortillas, and some oil to fry your tortillas. For toppings, we will also need some Mexican sour cream. We like to combine it with a splash of milk to get a runnier consistency. This is the Mexican sour cream that we use. You can find this at your local Mexican grocery store. Next, we will need some chopped onions, cilantro, and some crumbled queso fresco. Let's grab a pan so we can fry our corn tortillas.
Whoa! Hurricane Katrina! More like Hurricane Tortilla.
You are going to lightly fry both sides of your tortillas to get them warmed up and ready to stuff. Now that we finished frying all the tortillas, we are going to dip them into the Salsa Verde, making sure we coat both sides. Let's stuff our first enchilada. Grab some chicken to stuff the tortilla and roll it up. Repeat for the rest. Add more of that delicious salsa verde. You want to be generous here so you don't end up with dry enchiladas. Let's add a little more color to our enchiladas by adding in the toppings that we have prepared. Start by drizzling some of that creamy Mexican crema. Add in the onions and cilantro to get some crunch. And finally, top it all off with some queso fresco.
Really good. Try it.
And here you have it, our authentic Enchiladas Verdes. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe and hit the notification bell to see more authentic recipes like this one.